In the beginning, there were two men. One a young man, newly arrived in the U.S. from Serbia, the other a successful middle-aged inventor. The older man hired the young immigrant. From there, a war of sorts ensued. Before the war of currents became a clash between industrial titans, it began with Nikola Tesla standing in Thomas Edison's workshop, his pockets empty, but his mind brimming with revolutionary ideas. Tesla had crossed an ocean on the promise of working with the great Edison, carrying with him designs that would change the world, if only someone would listen. Edison did listen, briefly. "Fix my DC generators," he told Tesla, "and I'll pay you $50,000. Tesla worked tirelessly for months, improving Edison's designs. When he demanded his payment, Edison laughed. "Tesla, you don't understand American humor," he said, offering instead a small raise on Tesla's $18 weekly salary. Tesla resigned that very day, reduced to digging ditches for 2 years to survive. That story is part reality, and perhaps part mythology. But the story of their paths crossing and the friction in their relationship is entirely true. This is the story of the War of Currents. While Tesla labored in trenches, an influential financier, J.P. Morgan, was building an empire. The banker had invested heavily in Edison's revolutionary DC system for electricity, installing it throughout Manhattan's financial district. Even as the young man was exploring more affordable options for an electrical system, Morgan didn't care about AC versus DC, he cared about control. Edison's system required a power station every mile, each one an opportunity for Morgan to extend his financial web. George Westinghouse found Tesla living in a small New York apartment, still perfecting his AC designs. Where Edison had dismissed Tesla's ideas, Westinghouse recognized their brilliance immediately. He purchased Tesla's patents for $60,000 in cash and stock, plus $1 per horsepower royalty for each AC motor sold. Tesla finally had his vindication, and Westinghouse had the key to undermining Edison's monopoly. Morgan's response was swift. He ordered Edison to discredit AC power at any cost. Edison obliged, staging public demonstrations where he electrocuted stray animals using Westinghouse's alternating current. The demonstrations culminated in the infamous electrocution of Topsy the elephant at Coney Island, captured on early film for maximum impact. But Edison's most sinister move came through the development of the electric chair. When New York State sought a more humane method of execution than hanging, Edison's team secretly helped develop the chair while publicly insisting it use Westinghouse's AC system. They even coined a new word. Criminals wouldn't be executed, they would be Westinghoused, a term that greatly bothered competing inventor. Westinghouse fought back by hiring the best patent lawyers to protect Tesla's designs. When New York's first electric chair execution went horribly wrong, taking 8 minutes to kill the condemned man, Westinghouse dryly commented, "They would have done better using an axe." The 1893 Chicago World's Fair became the war's decisive battlefield. The contract to illuminate the White City would demonstrate to the world which system was superior. General Electric, Edison's company, now controlled by Morgan, bid $554,000. Westinghouse countered with $399,000, despite knowing the project could bankrupt him. When Westinghouse won the contract, Morgan played his hand. He pressured Westinghouse's investors, causing a financial panic that nearly destroyed the company. To survive, Westinghouse had to sacrifice Tesla's royalty contract, worth potentially millions, renegotiating it for a one-time payment of $216,000. The fair opened with President Grover Cleveland pushing a golden button, illuminating 200,000 light bulbs powered by Westinghouse's AC system. The sight of the White City glowing against the Chicago night sky marked the end of the current war. AC had won. Tesla, who should have become one of the wealthiest men in America through his AC patents, continued inventing but never again achieved such success. He died in 1943 in a New York hotel room, in debt and obsessing over a death beam he claimed could end all war. Edison's General Electric, under Morgan's control, quietly abandoned DC power, adopting Tesla's AC system while carefully avoiding crediting its inventor. Edison himself never admitted he was wrong about AC power, though he later said his biggest mistake was not taking Tesla seriously. Westinghouse maintained his company's success, but was forced to resign during the financial panic of 1907, another crisis that depended on Morgan's banking empire for resolution. Westinghouse's last years were spent fighting to protect his remaining patents. J.P. Morgan emerged perhaps the true victor. By 1900, his financing controlled 741 directorships and 112 corporations. Whether AC or DC powered these companies mattered less than the fact that Morgan's banks funded them all. The War of Currents revealed how progress often moves at the intersection of genius, ambition, and capital. Tesla's brilliant invention needed Westinghouse's business acumen to succeed, but nearly failed against Morgan's financial power. Edison's genius for invention was matched by his willingness to destroy reputations to protect his interests. Today, when we plug in our devices, we're connecting to Tesla's vision, implemented through Westinghouse's determination, all made possible by the collapse of Edison's DC empire. The electricity flowing through our homes alternates 60 times per second, each cycle a quiet reminder of a war that shaped the modern world, and of the complex dance between innovation, commerce, and power that continues to drive technological progress. The light we take for granted was born in the shadows of a conflict that ruined some men and enriched others, proving that the path to progress is rarely direct, often alternating between triumph and tragedy, much like the current that finally won the war.